place is teeming.
The court leader claims that the war on corruption in the country is a lost cause. Just a day ago, the Corruption Perception Index released by Transparency International indicated that Kenya was among the 20 most corrupt states in the world. Odinga is annoyed that the position doesn't seem to have surprised the government.
Only the corrupt are thriving in Kenya. Corruption is the only industry doing well. But the administration feels nothing. The entire cabinet is being rolled out at the expense of taxpayers to rally votes for Jubilee in readiness for more plunder.
Odinga has dismissed as mere publicity stunts some of the steps taken by the government in tackling corruption in the country. The tabling of the list of shame in Parliament, for instance, he says, has not resulted in any successful high-profile prosecutions. The government has also not kept its promise that all companies that do business with the national and county governments will sign and adhere to a code of conduct. He says that the government has not kept its promise that customs and revenue officials in the country would be vetted, and neither has the promise that all banks and directors who aid corrupt people to launder their money will be dealt with.
Like all public relations blitz, it was meant to dazzle and impress but achieve nothing except cover up for the thieves.
He has rubbished claims of not being as critical of corruption in county governments, especially those led by opposition governors and MCAs.
I don't control the agencies. It's not my work. If there are governors or MCAs or MPs or senators who are involved in graft, they are committing a crime. The government has got the instrument of power to compel these people to be accountable. It's not my responsibility.
Odinga says that with the large sums of money being wasted by way of corruption and mismanagement, the government is being forced to borrow huge sums and borrow even more to pay back the debt.
So I've just been trying to caution him. Mr. President, this is not good for the country. Instead, he goes around and says how he's going to humiliate Raila at the next general elections. I'm ready, Mr. President, for your humiliation. You're the one who will end up being very humiliated in the coming elections.
Soon, he claims the government will borrow another loan of 80 billion shillings from international banks like it did in the Eurobond, which he says will not be used for development, but to repay the debts the country has. Andrew Ochieng, NTV.